Great excitement here tonight because the first results are coming through from the 1FM Sound Advisors. That's the listening panel of listeners, that's you, who choose music and tell us what music you'd like us to play. It's arranged through the Sun newspaper. Thanks very much to them. And what have people asked for? Somebody asked for 60s music from the Beatles. Second advisor wanted something rather strangely from the 50s, Louis Prima.
Listener number 3 wanted some rap. Got the camera. Number 4 wanted some techno. More orthodox pop choice from number 5. Sophisto pop for listener number 6, Prefab Sprout. And Sun Advisor number 7 wanted something from Midge Ure. So the combined advice of the 1FM Sound Advisors is this. Thank you. Of course, the other thing the money's going to go on is all these ridiculous celebrations. They're going to spend the other £1 billion on these superlatively daft celebrations.
Oh, God, yeah. Have you got that thing there?
In the paper? Jack Charlton.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us what it says about Jack Charlton.
Jack Charlton is going to be launched into space in a rocket full of examples of British wildlife.
And at the same time, get this, Stephen Hawking is going to be fired off too, but in totally the opposite direction. And then the rest of the budget is going to go on these kind of 2,000 mini-events. 2,000 of these things.
Right. 2,000 monkeys are going to be driven into the sea in Lowestoft.
Yeah, 2,000 sheep's eyes are going to be dropped on Sweden.
In Norwich, 2 boxers, each with 1,000 fists, will fight for 20 seconds.
Do you see these jeans? 2,000 pairs of jeans will be burnt in Roy Castle's old garden.
2,000 British poets will smoke a huge 2,000 stemmed pipe with one bowl.
In Rome, this will be worth seeing, a 2,000 uddered wolf is going to be driven through Rome and then beheaded by Giorgio Armani, and out of the body will fly a special moth.
Keith Richards, meanwhile, is going to go on MTV and try and play 2,000 guitars at once.
What with?
Well, he's just going to point a big blunderbuss at them and just fire them randomly at the guitars.
Get this right, on Glastonbury Tour, Druids are going to congregate and throw 2,000 spanners into the sun.
David Bowie's going to parachute into a volcano.
And back in London, in Hyde Park, they're going to release a cow with 2,000 backbones.
What about the rest?
I think the rest of the money is going to be poured into a fund to be spent on inventing an upside-down flame.
Bloody hell. Who's in charge of all this rubbish?
Jack fucking D.
This is a clip of the man who was voted by Radio 4's audience to be the best user of English in this country. Enoch Powell.
Not here. It is unthinkable it would not be here, because to get rid of it would be...
An elephant without a trunk is unthinkable.
But sometimes...
It isn't an elephant.
You say that it would not be a nation if it didn't
have a monarch.
It
wouldn't be an elephant.
So a country, Britain without a monarch would not be a nation.
Would not be Britain.
It's like Ayrton Senna for the best use of cruise control, isn't it? That's Enoch Powell and his use of English, which won him the vote by Radio 4's listeners for the best user of English in this country.
You say that if the monarchy was not here, it is unthinkable it would not be here, because to get rid of it would be...
An elephant without a trunk is unthinkable.
But sometimes...
It isn't an elephant.
You say that it would not be a nation if it didn't have a monarch.
It wouldn't be an elephant.
So a country, Britain without a monarch would not be a nation.
Would not be Britain.
Also today, as the events rhino canters loosely round the news playpen, we keep you up to date. The main story so far, Jimmy Savile drops dead at the Stoke Mandeville Boxing Day bash, but the patients are far from mourning.
The majority, if not all of them, are extremely relieved that he's now dead. Although I suspect that some of them will be sorry that he didn't suffer a great deal more.
And also today, some of the news highlights of the year, January 94 to December 94.
I knew that the tabloids would try and make it down market, try and pick up sensational bits of which there are none, and ruin the sophisticated image which I wanted this book to have.
Remember that? Anna Pasternak there defending her book co-written with a male author titled Die, I Emptied My Nuts on Her Chest. Time now then for the top 10 grooves across the nation's dance chart from Michael Alexander St. John.
OK, here come the topmost 10 2D spheres currently splitting the nation's wood. And new at number 10, last week's number 6, Discombobule 8 and Who's Operating Colin? There is no number 9. Straight in at 8 for P-Rinse and Boy, You Have Got to Be the Most. I mean, how nice can you get? 49th week at 7, it's still there for Estrogen Blab Daddy and Bring Me a Chicken. Down 12 at 6, there they sit, Urbane Bookie Collective and Dreamy Twat. And also at number 6, due to huge shopping, Dennis Helium with his remix of ELP's Anesthetics at the Birth of a Potato. Up more than I care to say, with their first major number 5, it's Love Minus Petrol and Blundering Around in a Tent. Up 12 and a half, a brand new number 4 for Beast of Beetroot and I'm Mr. Self-Loathing. At number 3, no move for the Playtex Chin and recordings of newsagent Spiros. At number 2, it re-enters the chart for the 19th time in this position. A fine slice of ambient psycho for Simultaneous Beans with Here, Climb Into These Stirrups. So here it is, a massive new number 1. Brewed Tea and the eye-level remix of Very Loud Twit. And I can tell you, I haven't been anywhere in the last fortnight where they haven't played this till it blew someone open.